We are the group number 2. Our group is made up by Carbher Hall and me, Franklin Espinoza. We are going to talk about the Allomorphy. I'm going to start with this term. This term is the Allomorphy. Is applied to language in writing in 1948. The allomorph is a variant of a morpheme. The allomorph of a morpheme are different forms in the same morpheme. That is when an unit of meaning varies in sound, but without changing meaning. The allomorph in the morpheme derive from the phonological rules. The phonological rules we have first. We have the plural morpheme in English. In this case, we are talking about nouns. The allomorph has three types of the sound in the plural. Z, s, is. For example, we have three nouns: bag, cat, and bus. This noun in the plural, we can see allomorph. And bag in the plural, the allomorph is z, bags. And cat in the plural is cats. Bus in the plural is buses. You can see the allomorph here. Z, buses. But what is the conditional segment? In the conditional segment in this case, in the nouns, is the final segment. For example, in bag, the final segment is good. It depends divide the allomorph in the plural. What is the condition? Well, if the final segment is voiced sound, for example, then the final sound is z. But if the final segment is voiceless sound, so the final sound is z. And finally, if the final segment is sibilant, so the plural of the allomorph is z. We have two examples. We have two nouns, car and car. Both nouns we are similar, but the final segment is different. So, car, the final segment is voiced sound. So the allomorph in the plural is cats. Car, singular. In plural is cats. The other noun, car, the final segment is voiceless sound. So the allomorph in the plural is cats. Cats in singular, cats in plural, cats. Well, that's all. My partner is going to continue with the other condition.
Let's continue with the next environment. We have allomorph in past tense, in the past form morpheme tense, and in present. In past tense, that depends the final sound. For example, if the sound is the last sound in a verb, for instance, is the, is t, or it is regular or it's irregular verb. For example, we have here our columns. In column A, we have verb and with voice sound. For example, g, love, up, grab, hug, and love. And in column B, we have verb, we have voiceless sound like k, and break, pick, and huff. In column C, we have verb, regular verb, that the final position is the sound. The final position is t, did. That's a condition because stay and rate ends in a alveolar stop. T and d. And we have to insert the sound and the sound d. The next example, in the column D, we have the irregular verb. We don't have to insert any sound like a D, T, or D because that's irregular and that's the exception in this case. For example, is the past tense was, run, past tense is ran, and have, past tense is had. We have an allomorph in prefix, in, and that's dependent environment. For example, before a vowels or before a alveolars. Before a vowels, we have inexpressible. The sound is a vowel, and we have pronounced the sound Before alveolars, we have the sound t, sorry, in this case, the, and okay. As a conclusion, we have allomorph. Allomorph is the variation to the allomorphism. We have allomorph in plural morphemes, in past form morphemes, and in prefix morphemes. Okay, that's all, and thanks for listening to us.